Well, hello and welcome people to some more Darkchaser Battletide. Today we're going to be playing with the Spellsword, and I'm hoping that we don't have more downsides than upsides. If we take a look at him, skill will deal an extra 10%. There's a little bit of a weird, I've noticed a lot of the text in this game is weird, so I'm not going to comment on it too much, but it says skill will deal an extra 10%, but then it only says 0.5% physical. That doesn't seem to be 10% to me, so I'm not sure about that. But our shop prices go up by 25%, and we can only deal martial skills, so this 10% had better be worth the additional 25% cost here. We'll see how this plays out. And then the other thing that I realized here, basic difficulty suitable only for beginners. We're going to be playing difficulty 2, where it says elites appear. So one of the things that I had mentioned in the first video was I was surprised that no elites showed up, because in the test run I did, I had a round that had 2 elites. I must have just purchased 2 items that said elites will appear in the next round. That's why there were 2 elites appearing. And then I think he has a lot of cool abilities. This is one way that we can apply poison, which was another question I was wondering. I was like, why am I not getting any poison weapons? But there does seem to be some. Maybe I just haven't unlocked them. There's a lot of weapons that we took a look at in the last episode. So if you haven't seen that episode, maybe go ahead and watch the first episode we played. But there's a bunch of items and artifacts that interact with poison. So there are some abilities there. I'm going to go with the Rampage Assault. I'm assuming that this 1% attack speed per 20 enemies defeated is going to stack round after round. So that seems like it's going to be very beneficial for us. So we're going to start there. I had that checked. Okay, we're answering so many questions from the previous episode already. Good start. Let's get it going. Now, if you haven't seen this video before, or this game before, just quick little kind of talking about the game. This is very similar to Brotato, although very different in style. Obviously, we have more of an anime art style, and we also have a talent tree for each character that as we level up by collecting these green experience orbs, we're going to get to select actually right now. So we have 1 talent point here. We can either, I haven't looked at this, so we're reading this for the first time. 10% chance to get an extra crystal when defeating an enemy, but we lose 30% enemy crystal drop pickup. Okay, English. Enemy crystal drop pickup an extra crystal will increase 5 magic points, whatever that means. Let's see. 20 attack when in enchantment state. So accumulated magic point layers reach 100. You will get the enchantment state. So enemy crystals drop. Pick up an extra crystal. Okay, so I think I think I've translated this. So enemies are going to drop 30% less crystals, but there's a 10% chance to get an extra crystal. When you do pick up an extra crystal, you get 5 magic points. When you get 100 of these points, you then go into the enchantment state, which gives you plus 20 attack and plus 20 attack speed. I think that's what I'm going to assume that means. 5% chance to gain a recovery jade when defeating enemies. Pick up 3 recovery jade will summon a self-propelled magic book. Or 5 HP regeneration, increase 2 magic points when defeating enemies. When in the enchantment state, each attack will deduct 2% of HP of max HP and deal an additional 50% of max HP damage. This one seems the most straightforward. Oh, that one seems the most straightforward. This is a bit more magic-based. I don't think I necessarily want to go magic-based. Let's just go here. This seems like the most straightforward one to go with. What do we have here? We already have a Rampaging Assault, which is perfect. We'll take that for later. We do lose some attack speed, or attack power, but we can gain some attack speed, which I feel like I want. We were a little slow. Enchanted Spear seems pretty good. Gives us 2 attack. We lose an HP regeneration, but we're going to be building that up with our talents. So let's get that. And then I kind of want to get the Poison Sting, maybe. What is Martial anyway? Equipped to specific numbers, max HP and defense. Okay, let's lock in the Poison Sting. We'll pick that up for now. And it does look like, let's see, so I'm assuming our magic points stick around in between combats. Right, so now we're draining HP. Okay, so yeah, so when we're in that state, we're draining HP, but doing extra damage. But we can keep getting our HP regen going. Wow, another rampage. Okay, perfect. And yeah, our attack speed is stacking here. So let's take the poison sting. Poison probability. Do we want to work on doing a bunch of poison? I don't know that I necessarily want to build into poison. I think I just want the additional attack now, especially since this is a magic scaling weapon. So I don't think I'm going to be building into that. Oh, interesting, actually. So martial can be either, or martial melee weapons can be either physical damage or magic damage. Okay, that'll be something to pay attention to. Or do we just start with 50? It might just be coincidence that we ended on 50. I'm just wondering if we start on 50 because that's like a pretty round number. I also want to... One thing I'd mentioned in the last video, the sound feels like it keeps changing on me. I don't know if it actually is. A little bit more. Sound effects are just a bit louder than the music. I'd rather hear the music than constant sound effects. That's just me, though. Okay, so we ended on 68. Let's keep an eye on that. Attacks will trigger combo once. It scales off our melee damage and max HP. Okay. Knockback effect, ink strike. There is another poison sting if we wanted to keep that up, but I don't know that I do. I'm still not sold on the poison sting. Okay, so we just start at 50. Got it. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to be careful not to use up too much. That's pretty good though. In the 5 seconds, so even now, right, where there's very few enemies on screen. Yep, so let's get that again. Okay, so we want to go for max HP. Drain Blade, extra attack recovery? Yeah, so let's get rid of Poison Sting now. We can get the Drain Blade. Let's level up our Double Strike. Extra damage per 20 enemies defeated? Okay, we could definitely work with that. So let's go ahead and combine these, buy this. Oh man, I think we're starting to leave this behind. It's been too long. Let's just see what else we can get. We want to get some max HP as well, especially since our magic power is going to be draining our HP. It's going to be very helpful for us to have a larger health pool. As of right now, we haven't gotten anything to scale our max HP. And even right now, where there's so few enemies on screen, we're still, I mean, look at that. We're already halfway, almost halfway to another, like, you know, buff window. HP regeneration, there we go. We'll take that. Oh, we already have another Drain Blade, and we already have another Rampaging Assault. Sick. And we have another... Oh my god, wow. Okay, this was pretty lucky. We're actually going to lock both of these in, both the Experience and the Drain Blade. Yeah, so it does look like that attack speed and damage is permanent. Which would be pretty good. Especially pretty good that we, you know, got those so early on. I mean, obviously, with the attack speed one, you know, we started with. But getting the damage one, too, will be pretty nice. Especially if you consider how many enemies we end up defeating. I think the last run, it was like, what was it? Was it 5,000 or 6,000 enemies we defeated in total? Okay, one more here. Then we're going to get to go to increase shield regeneration per second. Shield regeneration? Increase 1 magic point when every increase 100 shield. I didn't even know there was shield, to be completely honest with you. So we'll get this. We'll get that. We'll get that going. Some dodge. Do we want dodge? That could be pretty nice. We lose some defense, but that's kind of fine. Yeah, we can get some dodge. That'll help, especially if we're going to run into more elites on this difficulty. The elites that I've fought so far, or I should say the one elite I fought so far, was very heavy with projectiles. He would shoot projectiles, and then his projectiles would shoot projectiles, and if my history in these games have said anything, it is that dodging projectiles is not my strong suit. So sometimes the best options to build into when you're playing these games is not necessarily building for what is meta to the game, but what is meta to your own playstyle. You know, in a lot of these games, I just record, I don't know if the video's been out yet, but I just recorded a game called, oh shoot, what was it? What is it? I have it up here in front of me. And of course it's in Chinese. Magic Runestone. And in that game, so I guess we're going to take this. I don't know what it does, but we'll try it out. Oh, what is this? 2% chance to gain extra crystal when defeating enemies. Pick up an extra crystal will give you until end of battle. Pick up an extra crystal will give you attack speed until end of battle. It's an extra crystal, though, so I'm assuming is that... I mean, it's still a chance to get extra experience, so I guess I'll take that. Because I don't know what this is yet. Let's see. Regular double strike. I need blue double strike. There's extra attack. We lose some attack speed, but we need a positive attack multiplier, or not multiplier, but you know what I mean. We'll take that. Oh shoot, I meant to re-roll. Wrong button. But in that game I was playing, it was very clear. If you watch that one, it's very clear that I feel more comfortable with melee characters than I do range characters. Like, it wasn't even close, the comparison in playstyle. Oh, interesting. So now, okay, so now we have... Huh, now we have a shield meter. Interesting. Did we have shield before? And was I just not looking there? And so what's the difference between this and next level? Increase 2 magic points when every increase 100 shield. Oh, I see. So increase shield regeneration per second when in the enchantment state until the end of battle. Okay. And then you get points, which also... So it basically keeps putting you in that enchantment state. Okay, sword slash. Max HP. Okay, well, we want that. We also want this. So I think I'm going to have to get rid of this. Oh, man. That's a bummer, because I can get this to green, but then I can't get it to blue, so that's fine. We'll recycle this. We'll grab the sword slash, so that way we can start scaling our max HP. Do we want crit chance? I think we're fine going for crit chance, so let's do that. Ability power. Yeah, we don't care for this. Let's re-roll. Behemoth Fang. Crit chance, 20% chance to recover 1 HP when defeating enemies with a critical hit. Yeah, we'll lock that in. And I don't care about any of this other stuff. Okay, yeah, so there was a shield bar. I must just have not ever seen it. I don't know if it was on the adventure then. It may have been there, but I just didn't take any note of it because it wasn't doing anything. Although, you know what I just realized? For the weapons that say, like, gain attack speed or gain damage or gain HP whenever you defeat... It's probably defeating that number of enemies with that weapon. Not that if you just defeat 20 enemies, with any weapon, as long as you have that weapon equipped, you get the bonus. That might be a little bit too busted. Oh, we got a bunch of points there. And I only need one to go into this. So I think... Do I want to keep working on this, maybe? Yeah, let's get a few more points over here in Crystal Sword. Whirlwind. Release Tornado with 5 damage every 3 attacks, dealing continuous damage and pulling in enemies. Well, we want to get the Behemoth Fang. So let's do that. Whirlwind is interesting, though I think I'm happy with my setup. Maybe I want this over Double Strike. Yeah, I think this has more utility than Double Strike. Okay, let's re-roll. Luck is pretty good. Harvesting is also pretty good. But I think I'm going to pass up on this. I guess we don't have any harvesting. But the question is, how many rounds is it going to take to... It's going to take like 8 rounds for it to pay for itself. Blue Drain Blade. Perfect. We'll lock that in. Luck pickup range. Yeah, we'll take that. Do I want extra dodge? I kind of do. We lose a little bit of HP regen, but we're fine there. So let's just pick that up. And we can pick this up as well. So I wasn't... Apparently I missed something. I'm not sure why all of a sudden our magic power count now starts at 25 and not at 50. I must have picked something up that did that, but I didn't recognize what it was. I honestly wouldn't say the Whirlwind is that strong at pulling in enemies. It's kind of a very subtle effect. Free reroll? Heck yeah. We will take that. Pick up a Recover Jade will +1 attack until end of battle. But I don't think we're getting... So if I don't have this... I don't have Recovery Jade, so it doesn't matter. Because I'm not getting this. But why would it offer it to me? I guess because you can go into it. But the way this is set up, it's almost implying that, like, Crystal Sword here is kind of connected to these two. And, like, this one is connected to these two. Maybe it's just because it has to be put somewhere. Okay, let's go for Stonework. Let's get that up. So there's the Drain Blade. We'll take that. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, we'll take that. We're also going to take the Adventure Medal. That seems really good. Max HP, damage, speed. We lose a little bit of our crit chance, but I think that's fine. Free reroll. We don't have any summons. There's some more HP regen. I don't think I want to pay for that, though. There's a blue Sword Slash, which is better than the one we have. So let's lock that in, since I can't sell for that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the Whirlwind Blade is as good as I thought. I mean, it does shoot out damage in a linear path, but I kind of, what I expected, oh, hold up. Kind of what I expected to happen was that, like, the whirlwind would stay in one spot and then would pull in enemies, but it's not really pulling in enemies as much as I thought it would. Construct a life totem. Generate 1 recovery jade every 12 seconds. Okay. Sure. Let's see. Well, we don't even have any harvesting, so this is just kind of free. And we're going to take the sword slash, so we'll get rid of this, pick this up. We'll pick up the adventure medal, reroll for free. So I think I'm probably not going to buy the whirlwind because I'm probably going to look to replace it. That's my thought right now. And I don't know that I want to buy this. I don't know how much attack range is going to play into us. We could get some luck. The harvesting doesn't really help us, though, because we're already in the negative. So I think I'm just going to take crit chance and dodge. Man, the healing tower. Whew, we're taking this. Heck yeah. Permanent healing on the board. Plus attack. Yes, lock that in. Man, it wants to give me whirlwind, though. Screw it. We're taking it. Yeah, so especially once we get into our enchantment state, I'll probably hang around this healing tower a bit more. You know, like right now, we're going to just hang around here since it's going to just continuously heal me. And now we can go and venture out. Oh, it looks like this also just gives me health. Unless those are the recovery jades, but it looked... Oh, no, I see those yellow ones. Those were literally just hearts. But there are yellow jades over there. There's some new enemies on this difficulty too, I think. I don't recall the pig enemies in the first episode. Okay, so I need one more point, I think. Yeah, and then I can upgrade here. So let's go ahead and do... Let's just keep going with our HP regen. Let's grab the attack, pickup range, and harvesting. Harvesting doesn't matter. We lose a bunch of our dodge to get more pickup range, so I don't think I need that. We're good on regen. Let's just get... let's get our luck up. Do our free reroll. That's pretty good. We're going to lock that one in. So, we're definitely kind of feeling some pain from the extra 25% shop fees. It's not the worst, but I'm noticing that we're not be able to buy... I mean, we also don't have the harvesting that we had in the last run we did. But we're definitely not able to buy as much stuff, that's for sure. So I guess the recovery, the Jade Tower was basically a waste of money, actually. because they're not really doing anything for us. Ooh, 40 harvesting. So we could go in the positive there. We lose out a damage percent, though, so I think I'm just going to recycle that. We don't care about this. We don't have summons. So what do we have here? So we can't pick up this because it's part of this part of the tree. Self-propelled magic book releases an additional fireball. Well, we don't have that. We don't have that. Oh, we don't have any of these. So I literally... So, like, none of these do anything. So I can either basically keep upgrading this, which will eventually work down here, or I could start getting book. So let's get book. Now it makes our tower kind of worth it. Okay, that's fair. Rampage Assault. Yes, we'll pick that up. Sword Slash, we already have that blue. We're going to get the extra XP. There's going to be elites, so I'm hesitant to take this extra damage. Extra luck, we'll take that. Shield Bow, attack speed, crit chance. Okay. Sure. Oh boy, that's a chungus. That's a chungus. Yep, let's get into our flow state, and then we'll take him down. Oh my god. Yep, let's pick up these heals. Come on, buddy. Come down here. Man, do I have the damage to kill this guy? I've been working on my survivability, but I guess my damage has really been lacking. Alright, well, we know what we need to work on. Well, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Okay, let's get magic. Let's keep getting magic book up. Well, here, yeah, see, like, we're hurting here. Okay, I'm just going to save up for the shield bow, I think. Makes us attack faster. We get more crit. And it helps out our range. Might as well do one reroll. Well, that could help out in damage. Skills on our luck. It's still 7 damage. Like, it's still damage. I guess the thing to consider right now with this build, as opposed to the last build we played, is the fact that because we're just on martial weapons, we don't have a lot of the things we did last time, like, you know, the extra, we don't have the summons, we don't have all the traps that we were setting down. So there's a bit of a difference there. You know, we have a lot less damage sources, and the damage sources that we have are all, like, very close to us, as opposed to being able to, you know, spread it out a little bit. Okay, we got quite a bit there. So, let's see. Magic Book released an additional wave of Venom. Additional Lightning Spear, or release an additional Fireball. Huh, so what is the difference there? Ah, there we go. So, does Lightning Spear slow? Because we have Burn with Poison. What does Lightning Spear do? Obviously doesn't do Bleed or Frozen, so I'm assuming it's slow. So I guess just let's do Fireball. Well, there's attack. And crit chance. So I'm going to go for both of these, I think. You pumping out anything yet? Where are you pumping them out? Because I figured... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's pumping out hearts, not the recovered, not the jades. So maybe they are just the jades. And maybe the yellow ones are just like more... There we go. Cool, some attack and experience. Okay, let's increase our chance to get that. Oh, man. That's so much attack for us. Okay, we're passing up on this. Especially since we just lost a bunch of luck. Grab this, lock this. Anything else? Honestly, Flame Orb might not actually be bad. We're defeating a lot of enemies. I think I just want to hold off till this, though. Just get my attack points higher. I think that's going to be more relevant when it comes to the final boss. Just to get that count higher, as opposed to kind of doing more AoE. Okay, so I think, yeah, so I think these hearts must be the jades that I'm picking up. Because as I'm picking them up... Yeah, see, as soon as I picked up that one... Okay, so those are the... So then what are the yellow crystals then? Oh, that must be the extra crystal that's getting dropped. Oh, that makes sense. It is a recovery jade. Interesting. Okay, so the jades that basically give you heals... Yeah, they're pumping out more damage. That makes sense. Okay, we're putting it together. Putting it together. Yeah, so let's just increasing that chance then, so we keep getting those up. We're going to have to wait. Oh, wait. At the beginning of the battle, generate a Tesla coil in the center of the battlefield and obtain a Tesla coil every 8 seconds. When possessing a Tesla coil will automatically piss upon the contact of the edges of... Wait, what the frick? Oh, it's going to create an arc. Okay, I changed my mind. I want to see what that's all about. Man, this stuff is so expensive with the 25% bonus, so we're still going to try and build towards this. So I guess the question is, if the Tesla coil goes outside of this range, are they still going to connect? Oh, yeah. Although, to be fair, something maybe to consider is that maybe I didn't want that, because that means that there are more enemies dying to things that are not my weapons, and my weapons need to kill things in order to get my stats up. So that's something to consider for a future run. Oh, I'm an idiot. I did not realize that minus harvesting lost you gems. Oh, I did not realize that at all. Okay, well, you guys have probably been screaming at me for that one. Attack recover increases. Pickup range. Let's do more damage. Because I'm pretty sure this should be able to burn enemies. Okay, we're going to take that. Yeah, that... Okay, so that's why this run has been a lot harder. Not even necessarily harder. Alright, screw it. I was going to go Whirlwind, but apparently it's the only thing that we're going to get to level up. So, we're going to do that. Yeah, I didn't put that together. That minus harvesting was going to lose you. Is that the same in Brotato? That if you go negative harvesting, you lose resources? Well, either way, I think we're still doing okay. Did we make it a little bit more difficult for ourselves? Yes, but as long as we learn something. My dad he would always tell me, like, or one thing he would always do when I got home from school is he would ask me, like, what did I learn today? And it was always the same question every single night. And after a while, I was like, Dad, you know, I don't really get it. Why do you constantly ask me, like, did I learn anything today? Like, I get it, come back home from school, but... You know, as a kid, you're like, no, I didn't learn anything. Obviously, you learned something. But his philosophy that I picked up from him was as long as you learn one thing a day, that means that you learn 365 things in a year. And over several years, you know, that really starts to stack up. And that way, you'll learn a lot of stuff. Increase 2% of max HP to shield points per second. Okay, so we can get more shield if we come down here. Okay, so we'll upgrade that. Do we want this? I don't think so. More damage? Yeah, let's go more damage. Crit chance. How are we doing on crit chance? We can afford to get a little bit of crit chance. Interesting. It didn't say that there was a boss. Okay, well, there is a boss. And then this is the boss that makes projectiles that shoot projectiles, so this will be interesting. Heal me. Heal me, almighty tower. Oh, God. Tower. Tower, heal me. Tower, heal me. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. Where are you, freaking... That's right. Go through my Tesla towers, you idiot. Alright, we got Chase's bozo. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Pick up the healing orbs. Oh my god, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Yes. Okay, we got him. We got him dead. We unlocked the Berserker. That's a sweet looking character. Oh, dude, the character designs are so good in this. Yeah, okay, so this clearly screwed us up. So, but I'm definitely not re-recording this. So we're gonna deal with that. Yeah, this character is sweet. Definitely, I think one of the confusing things. Again, I didn't want to harp on it because it's one of those things that like you just kind of have to deal with. But the translation on a bunch of this stuff is just so weird. You know, like recovery jade, it wasn't clear to me that the recovery jade was literally the healing orb that we've already gotten in one of our runs. And so I think, yeah, I guess the yellow crystal, maybe it's coming out of this. Yeah, that must be it. So, because we were getting kind of only a few of those, so I think picking up the yellow crystal was giving us these boosts. Interesting. Yeah, this character is super cool. There's a bunch of different things you could do in this. So obviously these ones at the end, right? You look at these and you're like, how are you possibly 35 points? How are you supposed to get there? We only got to 22 for endless. When you get to endless, then you can start doing this stuff. But yeah, this Spellsword is a cool character. The shop prices, man, that is rough. Oh wait, skill will deal an extra 37.2%. So where is that coming from? Hang on. 0.5% of attack. That is not how that math works. That is also not half of attack. So where are we getting that number? Hang on, I'm trying to do math here now that we have the final numbers. So it would be helpful if I knew what these did naturally without this, because then I could figure out where it was all coming from, right? So if this is, okay, so let's do this, because this is the easiest one with it being 100%, right? So this is dealing 100%, we have 89, so it should be doing 54, but 37% of this, so let's say 40%, 10% is 5.5 times 4, you get in 22, which gets you to 76, so that's not that. Where are we getting additional damage from there? Is it coming from here? Or is this applied after this damage? I think that this damage is being applied here. But the question then is, how is it being stacked? So, like, is this... I'm assuming probably it's not like you do 20% damage and then you add 37% on top of that. So it's probably taking 54. What's 20% of 54? That would be 11. So now we're up to 65. But then you have to take that 22 from here, right? Because you're not adding the 20% here. So that was what, 20, was it 22? 22. So you had 65, 22, it's 87. Close enough, 89. So that's probably round, you have the 0.2. It's 37, not 40. So that number is a little off. But I guess it depends on how the game is rounding. Right? Because if it's rounding up, that might get you to that 89. But again, where's the 37.2 coming from? That's still what I need. So we figured out how we are getting to that number. The question, though, is where is the skill will deal extra 37.2, half of attack? Where is that coming from? Could it be... let's see. So if we add this, so that brings us what, up to 65? No, that wait. 65, 30. No, that's like 32. I was going to say if you take this damage, multiply it or put it here, right? That's 5.5. That we already did that. That brings you up to, adds 11, brings you up to 65. Half of that is only 32, so that's not your 37. Okay, I'm going to stop here. If you guys know where that skill will deal extra damage is coming from all this math, please let me know, because I'm not exactly sure. We figured out where this is coming from, but this we haven't figured out where it's coming from. Something is not clicking in my brain where it's coming from, but hopefully you guys can figure it out. But that is another run in the books. This is a sweet game. I think I'm going to continue playing this one. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you did, would you kindly smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more roguelike action. I'm out of here. I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.